Hi everyone, this is Eric. This is my channel, OHIO Picker, and went to some estate sales and a couple garage sales this weekend. Picked up a few things. Kind of accumulating too much stuff, and got a new garage on the way here in the next few weeks. So everything that is in my current garage is gonna have to be moved to the new garage. So really shouldn't be buying anything, but just kind of can't help myself. I devised a new strategy that I was only gonna refrain and change the way I go out and buy stuff when I'm looking for old tools and things at estate sales. So decided that I was gonna swear myself off of Craftsman. I have way too much Craftsman stuff. It's kind of way too common. I find it out there. There's lots of it. So I was just gonna leave it alone. Not buy any more Craftsman. Was gonna give myself the exception of if it was real underline C, maybe I would take it if a real good price on it, but that's it. So non-Craftsman stuff, old stuff, manufacturers, USA made, not making any more, then that would be it. But I still come home with way too much stuff, so I don't know that my plan worked very well, but I'll turn you around here and show you what I got. Okay, garage sale, right across the street from my house. A couple that's been there a long time are gonna go to a little easier living situation, and their daughter and son-in-law was kind of helping clean out the estate for them, and we're having a garage sale and slash estate sale. And I swung over there after I got home on Friday evening and picked up some things, and was trying to stick to the no Craftsman rule. But as you can see, I still got a box full. This is trying to keep the amount of stuff I gotta move down. But even with the no Craftsman rule, I picked up several sockets because my neighbor across the way had good taste. I got a right half-inch drive, 11/16, 12 point, 25-30 seconds, New Brunswick, 12 point half-inch drive at a 8 point there. This one is an Industro 7/16, 3/8 drive. Husky half-inch, 12 point half-inch drive. And I'm not going to go through all the sizes here. I'll just run through kind of what they are. Half-inch drive in Industro. This will take way too long if I go through everything. Another half-inch drive, Industro. 3/8 drive, Industro. Half-inch drive, Industro. is a 3/8 drive Industro. Big 1.25" Industro. Another 1.16" Industro. Couple deep wells. Proto. Plum. Lots of wrenches. Velcheck. Dunlap. Ward's Master Quality. Bonnie. Barkaloy. Dunlap. Electrolyte. Not marked, made in USA. Industrial Super. Another not marked and made in the USA. This is not marked, but kind of a unusual shape there. Ball peen hammer. Handle's been repaired. A Williams Brothers 3/16 nut driver. A bit of mange on there, got to get cleaned up. A Bonnie double end. A Beta. This is go with the ratchet that I found not too long ago. Beta made in Italy. 2 Beasts is a Beta now. That's how collections start. Be careful, or you'll have a garage full. Made in the USA. Not marked. That goes. This other 2 pieces there. There's a start of a set. This is Drop Forge USA double N, not marked. Drop Forge USA, not marked. That looks like the start of a set. Made in the USA. Not marked. Made in the USA. Not marked. But looks like that's part of another start of a set. Made in the USA. Not marked. Doesn't look like that's part of that. Barklow. Advertising screwdriver. Active Systems Incorporated. Cleveland phone number. Oh, I lied. A Craftsman. 10 millimeter, the elusive 10 millimeter Craftsman. I don't know how that got in there. Mac 3/8 drive extension. BonnieCon USA. New Britain. Armstrong. And a focus. Armstrong. Stanley. Up. Craftsman. Wide toys. This I gave this the pass for the old enough Craftsman. That's why I picked that up. The 10 millimeter just snuck in there though. Metcoid. Forged in USA. Never heard of Metcoid. Put it in the comments. Anybody collecting Metcoid? Made in the USA. Part of that little set. Anybody want to guess? Industo. D-Pen. Manufactured by Pennis Corporation, Chicago. Pretty cool. Made in the USA. Not marked. Part of this set right there. Made in the USA. Not marked. Part of that set. I can tell this is part of that set too. Made in the USA. And made in USA. Part of them double box. And this is electrolyte. Spanner. Double open end. That is what I got from the garage sale across the street. I had to say the neighbor had very good taste in tools, and the son-in-law had told me that there was a young man there that had got there earlier in the day. I was there right at the end of the day after I got home from work, and they was about to wrap it up, eat some dinner, and the young man that was there earlier in the day had come back, I guess, and they said that he had bought a bunch of tools earlier in the day, and a bunch of stuff they didn't even know what the tools were, so I didn't get a chance to talk to him. I don't know what he bought. Didn't seem like the son-in-law was interested in any of the tools. Didn't seem like he was a mechanic or a handyman, and didn't know what a lot of the tools were. For that, a lot of tools there. There were altogether. We counted them up. There, he had them marked $1 a piece for hand tools. There was 51 pieces there, and he said $40 was fine. I didn't try to knock him down any, offer him any different. Just gave him what he was asking. $40 seemed like a fair deal. So that's what I paid for that whole lot of stuff there. And so the next was another little lot of a garage sale the next day, Saturday. This is a gentleman that he has a garage sale every year, and he seems like he's an older gentleman, and I don't know if he visits estate sales himself, but he seems like he never runs out of good stuff. And I got a New Britain scratch-all. I got a Sparta USA screwdriver. I'd never heard of Sparta. Maybe put in the comments a Sparta something distributed at maybe auto parts store or something. Brand name. Ritco screwdriver. I did pick up a Craftsman there. It has a sliding screw holder. Picked up 2 advertising screwdrivers. Westerman Company's Bremen, Ohio. I'm not sure where Bremen, Ohio is. To look that up on the map. Cow valve, automatic control valves. Got a website. So, not terribly old. Got a website. No phone number. This, made in the USA, picked it up. I didn't think it had a manufacturer, but I got home and it's worn off. But I think it's Craftsman. This is, it's all worn off. Bridgeport, USA. And it has screw holder. And I don't know that I've ever seen a screw holder, screwdriver of that big a size. Usually see them much smaller. So put in the comments. I think 357 Magdad. You collect the screw holders. Maybe give me a comment there. Have you ever seen real large ones like that? Anyways, so next was an estate sale this morning. At this was $5 for that handful of screwdrivers, and he's got a nice complete set of 1/2-inch drive Protos in the case. Still sitting in his garage that he's got marked $50. So I can't confirm or deny that. They may relocate to my garage at some point in time. He usually has a couple garage sales throughout the warmer months. So I'm gonna be keeping an eye on them. I did pretty good though. leave them there because I really don't need them. But they're very nice. So, anyways, move on. The video is getting too long. Little small estate sale this morning. Postal scale. Don't really need it, but it's nice for shipping stuff for eBay. Price was right, $1. Good shape. It's kind of old. JCPenney screwdriver. A second pretty cool scratch off for the weekend. This is an Ace. Made in the USA. A loose tea holder. A little spring. Actually got two of these, and I think I left one in the car. Got two of them. They're exactly the same. Little strainer. Picked up the little strainer and the two loose leaf tea holders for holding tiny, well, not so much of the strainer, but the two loose leaf tea holders are to hold little small parts and throw them in the electrosonic cleaner was the intentions. This, I don't know if it's gonna focus in, but it is Sears. Little tiny Sears screwdriver. Flat end. Husky, USA. Little stubby Phillips. So, with the postal scale up, I'm not done. I almost cut it short. A little can, old tin of Tibbet almond stick, wipe out furniture scratches quick as a wink. Zenith. Not old, got a UPC thing on the bottom, still in there. I thought the can looked kind of neat with the graphics. A pair of Utica lineman pliers that are super stiff. Ugh. Need to go in the ultrasonic cleaner and get some PV blaster or something on them. See if I can get them to loosen up. Stanley utility knife, number 199, in the USA. The little metal handle coping saw. I actually found this in the box of gadgets in the kitchen with the loose leaf holders and the little strainer. So I don't know if they're using it to cut a loaf of bread or a roast or whatever. Like a little coping saw. Let me pick that up. Thought it was neat. Little enamel wear pour. Might come in handy or something to try to make a little bit of less of a mess on some projects or more. The test we'll find out, and I'll let you know if it's more of a mess or less of a mess. This will it focus in? Tire depth gauge. But what's super cool is it's Atlas. And Atlas is what was sold at Ohio, Standard Oil of Ohio, which was my first job pumping gas. So this will definitely be a keeper, and will go with my Ohio collection. Was super happy about finding that. 3 little metal clips. I'm gonna use them to keep some wrenches together. And a little small tack hammer. Sears. So that little pile of stuff there was $8. Everything was half off this morning at that estate sale. And this estate sale here was at a mansion. I used that word. It was a very, very large, older house in Cleveland, and they were lined up. A lot of people there this morning. I got these 2 cast iron Civil War soldiers. I'm a Civil War buff. I reenacted at one time. My ancestor fought in the Union for an Ohio regiment on my mom's side, and for a Union Kentucky regiment on my father's side. So picked up these 2 guys. It was everything was 25% off today. It was $7.50 each. I did pick up 2 Craftsman snips, multi-cut or handy cuts, I guess they're called, just because they're useful. They come in handy at my job. Stanley Yankee push screwdriver. Bits are missing, but it's like in new, never used shape. Crescent 10-inch wrench, a Williams USA wrench, crusty pair of Craftsman lineman pliers need to be cleaned up, channel lock side snips, 2 old folding wooden rolls. This one's got a slide rule in the end. Kind of gunked up. Needs to be cleaned up. A Billings wrench, little small wood handle screwdriver. I don't think it's marked. And a small S wrench that I'm not sure. I thought I had seen a maker's mark on there, but now I don't. So that little batch of stuff was $22.50 for everything. And then the last estate sale was $30 for everything here with the box. This is a Western Auto toolbox. Little doodah letter opener, as I collect them. When I see them, I pick them up. Sears pry bar, Stanley wooden handle screwdriver, magnetic waterproof Cresco, crusty, needs cleaned up. Do not see a manufacturer. Drop forge on the inside. Nice embellishments on the handles. I think it says Germany. Not 100% sure. It's the same way, nice embellishment. Forged in West Germany. Drop forged West Germany. Didn't see a name. Another one of the pens I always pick up. AECD. I don't know what that is. Alloy Engineering Company. Berea, Ohio. Football fans, that's where the Cleveland Browns practice facility is at. My condolences if you're a Cleveland Browns fan. Very hard to be a Cleveland Browns fan. Westercraft. Reamer, General USA, and needed some cleaning. Oxwall. This was my very first Oxwall. Plum, ball peen hammer. Made in USA, Eagle oil can. And another thing that I don't generally pick up, but the price was right. A rigid tube cutter. A big one. 1/8 to 1 1/4. Number 1, number 2, the Rigid Tool Company, Elyria, Ohio. Yeah, that's a big boy. That is it. That is the finds of the weekend. So other than the 1 or 2 little pieces of Craftsman that snuck in there, that's it. So that was my intention. Gonna rein myself in a little bit. Thought, well, if I cut out the Craftsman, I won't be bringing as much stuff home. I'm not sure how that really worked out, because it sure seems like a lot of stuff there. So let me know how I did. I'm glad you guys stopped in to watch. Please like and subscribe if you would. If you know anybody that likes these kind of videos, send them over my way. And have a good weekend. Have a good rest of your week. Thank you.